What's up? All right. So, the last time I put a video up, it was about my 1 year Big Chap anniversary, and that was back in like October. So, it's been 2 months, and I just kind of wanted to pop up and do a update video on hair, life, um, yeah, hair and life. So, let's start with life and then we'll go to hair. So, I've been getting a lot of really great feedback from people who watch my video where I discuss the pros and cons of going to college and then going to graduate school and then graduating and then what's next. And people will write really sweet comments like, I hope everything works out for you. My prayers are with you. And then they'll see the other video that says, hey, I'm moving to South Carolina. And they'll be like, oh, Lord, prayer works. So it does. So I definitely appreciate all of the feedback, the positive feedback regarding that video. That video wasn't put out there to make you feel bad. It's just my experience with having just received a master's degree and the fact that jobs weren't coming like I needed them to. But fortunately for me, I ended up getting a job maybe a month and a half after making that video. And unlike a lot of others who graduate with bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, any type of degree, I was fortunate enough to get a job that fit into my degree. So that's the great thing. So I moved to South Carolina in August, and it's December now. And at first I was really super happy and excited. And don't get me wrong, I really like my job of teaching. I taught in grad school, so it's not like it's something I didn't know. You have to get used to different changes and things of that nature, but I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I hate that I moved here. This sucks. I'm never going to say that because, like I said a minute ago, I was blessed to get this job and get the job that's in my career field or in my educational background. But South Carolina as a state, it's not the state for me, especially coming from Chicago and being in the Midwest and growing up around people who are a little bit more tolerant about certain things. I can't. It's ridiculous here. People are completely narrow-minded. It trickles down to their students, which I have to teach, and it just makes life harder. And everyone that I talk to is like, well, this is your time to, excuse me, make a difference in their lives and impact their lives for years to come. And that's all well and good. But God, when the adults are horrible, what do you expect from their kids? So, I don't know. It's just the mindset that these people down here have. It's still the same mindset that people had back in the 60s and the 50s and before then. And I live in a very rural area of South Carolina that is predominantly white, and it stresses me out. It does. But it's nothing I can't handle, but it just lets me know that this time I got to keep making moves. So I'm steadily working on the back end to get where I want to be, because I know that the South is cool. Like, I wouldn't mind staying in the South, maybe moving more like to an Atlanta, maybe to a Tennessee or somewhere like that. But South Carolina, y'all can have it. It ain't for me. That's just being real. Has nothing to do with my job. I just get me out of the state. That's all. Let's see. So with that, I'm working on doing some things that will put me in a position to work and do what I want to do. I have a WordPress blog, and I would love for people to check it out. There are about 4 posts up there now. One is about religion, which is like a big deal down here, and I'm not a religious person, but Lord Jesus being in the Bible Belt, it becomes everything. I have a part-time job, and recently, while working at my part-time job, customers handed me a Ziploc bag of candy, and inside that Ziploc bag of candy was a scripture. And I asked a friend, I was like, what if I were like an atheist or something like that? How would you respond? Would I have every right to like flip out or not? So being in the Bible Belt, so there's a blog post about that. It's called "Don't Quote Me the Bible, Please." There's another one about being a black educator at a predominantly white institution, and my role and the roles of other black educators at PWIs. There's another one discussing the Vanessa Van Dyke situation, the young lady with natural hair who was being threatened with expulsion if she didn't cut or tame her hair. And then there's another one, it's not really a blog post, but kind of sort of. It's called When I Grow Up, and I list about 8 things that I want to do when I grow up, because I haven't grown up yet. I'm 25 years old, but I think we get in the mindset that once we turn 18, we're grown. We ain't grown, so to say. The government considers us to be grown, but deep down, you're still a child. And I was recently told that I need to simmer and season. So, if you're wondering if you are grown, ask yourself, could you use some more simmering and seasoning? And if you say yes, then baby, you ain't grown, okay? Some wise words told to me recently. So, everyone needs to simmer and season, okay? So I have that blog, and I'm really working on that and trying to get it. Trying to get it together so that it can be a portfolio for others to see my work. And I've been getting really good responses from it, so I'm going to provide that link on here, because I would really love for all of you beautiful people who support me on here to support me on there, and provide me with some input on what you think. I'm trying to get into some more reading. The semester's over, so teaching is over up until January. So I'm trying to get some reading under my belt. The next 2 books that I'm going to be reading are Susie Orman and her book on being young, broke, and fabulous. That's me. Very much so. And a book that I've been told to read for the past 2 years by Bell Hooks, titled Teaching Community. And I was told to read this book again after I wrote the blog post on being a black educator at a PWI. So, if you've read those books, tell me how you feel about them. Did they work out? Did they provide you with insight? I would love to know. So that's life. It is what it is, y'all. I'm going to survive every day. I'm going to do what I have to do. And regardless of what state I am in, I am going to make it do what it do, baby. Okay? But I would love to not be in South Carolina. I just got to be real. So let's move on to the hair update. So, Big Chop, 1 year Big Chop anniversary was in October. And probably a couple weeks after that, I went and I got my first trim. So I went to this young lady here in upstate South Carolina named Billie Jean, and she's in Greenville, South Carolina. And I found her on Style Seek. And I read the reviews, and everyone really liked her. So I went to her, and she washed me, conditioned, deep conditioned, blow dried, and then we did a silk press, because I just kind of wanted to see what my hair would look like straightened. So we did a silk press, and she cut it into layers because it hadn't been cut since I got it cut in 2012 of October. So she cut it into layers, and she said the reason she cut it into layers is so I could retain some of my length, which I appreciated. But my hair was the bomb.com. Honestly, my hair is the same length and this was after she cut it, is the same length it was before I big chopped. So in a year's time, I'm back to where I was before I cut it, and I'm happy with that. So that just means that in another year's time, I'm going to add that amount back to that. So I'm really happy with that. It was a little humid at that time, so the curls dropped, the poofiness came, and I just started pulling it into a little ponytail. And I wear a ponytail, y'all. Can't wear a ponytail when it's in this state, but when it's straightened, I can. But after maybe 2 days, I didn't know what to do with straight hair anymore, so I just wet it. And the curls reverted. I don't know. But I was really happy to see that. I am preparing to do hair day for myself, and what I consider hair day is I'm getting my Senegalese twist put back in on Thursday. I love my hair, but I'm just kind of over having to get up and do it. I'm tired of the puff. I'm tired of the twist outs. I'm over it right now, and I just don't want to do my hair. So I'm going to get my hair done the Senegalese twist again. So today is hair party day, and so I'm going to do my anti-itch regimen, which I have a video on, which people have been providing with a lot of feedback, and I'm happy about that. I don't do that regimen too often anymore, so people are like, how often do you do this? I've been replying, but I don't really use this regimen anymore, simply because I created, or I made this mix when my hair was when I freshly big chopped, because my scalp was still itching from not being relaxed. So my scalp isn't as itchy as it once was anymore, so I don't do that anymore, but I am doing it today. It's ready to be used because I want to get all the buildup off my scalp. I have gel upon gel upon gel in my hair from a coil set that I did, so I want to get all that buildup off my scalp. And then after I do that, and I let that sit and I let that work, then I'm going to do a kind of like a protein mask. So I'm going to be using bananas, coconut milk, honey, olive oil, eggs, and coconut oil, I think. And I'm going to make a mask, like a smoothie mask for my hair. And I'm going to put that on my hair, and I'm going to work that in. And then I'm going to wash and condition as normal. And then I'm going to put my hair in Bantu knots and let them air dry. And then probably Wednesday night, I'm going to blow dry my hair with the styler blow dryer. So that's the one that's upright, that kind of looks like a comb. So I'm going to use that, because I would never, ever go to the African braid shop and not blow dry my own hair. Want to know why? First of all, I'm not from South Carolina. 2, because if I do and they hurt me, I'm going to hurt them. And I don't want to go to jail in South Carolina. That's mainly why. So I'm not. So I'm going to blow dry my own hair, make sure it's at its maximum stretch, that they can get a comb through it and make their lives easier. Because if they blow dry my hair and they hurt me, this will probably be the last video I make, because I'm going to be in jail for a very long time for assault and battery. So to diffuse that problem, I'm just going to blow dry my own hair. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to do my Senegalese twist, and I'm going to keep those in for a while. And more than likely, I'll probably go in and get another set, which will give me a little time to just kind of get a break from my hair. But I definitely wanted to make sure that on hair party day, I pampered my hair and I gave it all the love and attention that it needed, because once you put a protective style in like that, one that you're not taking down every week, your hair doesn't get all that it needs. And yes, your hair is growing because it's not being bothered, but potentially it's breaking because nothing is happening to it. So I want to do everything to my hair, let it get all the TLC that it needs, so that I can retain length and grow my hair while it's in its protective style. So I wanted to come to you all and let you see my shining, glowing face again. Tell you how life has been going. tell you how hair has been going, and let you know that I am just still here, uh, still loving all on y'all and appreciating everything and being inspired day in and day out by not just hair, but by you all, your comments and your lives. And I think YouTube is just an amazing place, and regardless of what community you're searching for, you'll always find people who don't even know you but have your back, and I appreciate that more than you'll ever know, especially because, you know, down here I don't really have people. I have people I work with, but I learned a long time ago to separate business from pleasure, and so that is something that I do. But I appreciate every time I get an email from y'all, from YouTube, I'm sorry, and it's like, this person has commented on your video, or this person has liked your video, and it's really positive feedback. I appreciate it more than you could ever know. So yeah. Oh, let's do a length check because I've never done one of these before. Let me move my scarf. Y'all like my scarf? Honey, this scarf came from TJ Maxx for the 14 of the 99. Love it to pieces. Bomb.com. Gonna go back and get her cousin. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Kind of chin length. Okay. Okay. It y'all like cray cray. All right. Ah! Okay. And I don't know these random noises I'm making. And okay. So that's my hair. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Y'all be good. And I'll be back once I get my hair did. I look crazy now. All right, y'all. Deuces.